Dave, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to get everyone sick.
Not a problem.
okay.
Not a problem. We're ready to go. Just stand by. Well, a fine good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Welcome to
Mr.
the
Chairman.
welcome to the Mahoning County Board of Elections. Today is Tuesday, February the 10th. It's about 20 minutes past 8. This meeting is called to order. The director, please call.
Friday, February the 12th.
Well, yeah,
That's right. This is not a regular meeting. Thank you, Mr. Wasco.
Friday,
This meeting is called to order. The director, please call the roll.
Mr. Monroe,
Here.
Ms. Winbush,
Here.
Mr. Wasco,
Here.
Mr. Beatrice.
Remotely, yes.
Mr. Beatrice is joining us by teleconference.
I want to put on the record, I'm bringing a teleconference because of my sickness, and they say if you don't feel good, don't be coming around people, and that's what I'm not doing.
We appreciate that, Sister Beatrice. Before we get started, if we could just take a moment of silence and reflection. And if you would stand, please, and join me in honoring the flag of our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Under the chairman's report, this is a special meeting. We are meeting this morning primarily to consider the certification of candidates for the primary election, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But we'll go into the director's report first.
Well, we're in the midst of, checking the petitions, you have those in front of you with the ones that are valid. We are really just preparing for the next election, getting things ready, and we will have 65 precincts that will have elections this year. And because they're done by location, the poll workers will cut down on them significantly. We won't need as many. I hope we don't have a curbside issue. I think the poll workers who are working inside can handle the curbside. I don't think they have to have special employees for that this year. So we're just working through getting the election ready for next year.
So a total of 65 precincts.
Total of 65 precincts, yes.
Let's see, do we have the, we've got the minutes from our February 2nd regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes as prepared?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Director call the roll?
Mr. Monroe,
Yes.
Ms. Winbush,
Yes.
Mr. Wasco,
Yes.
Mr. Beatrice.
Yes.
Before we consider the certification of candidates to the primary election, I note that we are in receipt of a letter from Mr. Demain Kitchen, and it says, "Dear board members, please let this letter serve as my official withdrawal from being nominated as the Democratic nominee for president of council for the city of Youngstown in the upcoming May 4th primary election." Signed, Demain Kitchen. With that,
Is there anyone else that ran for that seat or that put in for that seat?
No.
no, but I understand that Mr. Kitchen has filed to run as a write-in.
Well, there's something wrong with his petitions?
It appeared that he was going to be short, Dave. Yes,
Ah,
yes. Insufficient signatures.
okay. You allowed to run as an independent?
Oh, is it right?
He's
Well-
gonna be a Democratic write-in.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
Right.
all right.
There you go. Let's move on to consider the certification of candidates for the May primary election. Joyce, are there any other issues with any of the petitions that were submitted?
No, sir.
We have in front of us a list of the candidates whose petitions have been found to be valid and sufficient. And this includes the office of the City of Youngstown Mayor, President of Council, Struthers President of Council. Basically, the Struthers municipal elections and the Youngstown municipal elections. And Poland Village also. Okay.
Sebring.
Sebring also?
Let me finish you.
we'll do those separately. We'll do the candidates first, and then the issues and questions. Is there a motion to certify these candidates to the May primary ballot?
So moved.
I'll second.
Mr. Beecher seconds, Mr. Wasco moved. Any discussion? Director call the roll?
Mr. Monroe,
Yes.
Ms. Winbush,
Abstain.
Mr. Wasco,
Yes.
Mr. Beechers.
Yes.
Motion carries with 3 votes for and 1 abstention. Ms. Winbush?
It has been a pleasure to be a member of the board. With my candidacy for mayor, I have to now resign. So thank you.
That resignation effective immediately or what? I don't understand.
She's leaving our table now. Tracy, it was a pleasure serving with you. You brought a lot of good points. I really enjoyed the battle between you and Member Beatrice at times. And good luck to you,
We
Tracy.
always
Good
step
luck.
up for our employees, right now.
Good luck
Yeah.
to you, Tracy.
And keep me in your prayers, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, Tracy, you will be missed. You've served yourself and the county well on the board, and we very much appreciate your service.
Thank you.
I don't like
But please feel free to take a seat in the audience. And we will continue. Is there any unfinished business to consider this morning?
No, sir.
Is there any new business to consider?
Well, I have contacted the people who gave us the big grant, and they are actually going to do some grants this year concerning COVID and cybersecurity, so I'm going to put in for another grant this year just to cover, we need new phones. Our phones are really out of place. I told them the issues that we have. We've had these phones for 12 years now, 12 years, and they're just coming to the end of their cycle. But phones are very expensive and lines are very expensive, so I think I might be able to get a grant to help us get the phone system updated and taken care of. They're a very nice company to work with, and they were very happy. They only granted 26 grants throughout the country, so we were very lucky to get one.
Wow.
So I'm very happy about that, but hopefully I will be able to procure another grant for the county because we're in such, circumstances with this COVID.
Joyce, does the data processing board get involved in those kinds of decisions or not?
They get involved with the telephone issues. They're the ones that will give me the prices on the telephone company and what we actually use, but they don't get involved with procuring the grant. But they,
Right, but
they-
they'll be involved in
they'll be involved
making
in what we
recommendations.
purchase, yes,
Yes,
because
okay.
they actually ultimately are
So
responsible
that
for
is,
it.
that is an item that goes through data processing?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It was go through data
very
processing.
good. Okay, anything else?
That's it for me.
Any board communications to report?
Mr. Chairman, the 2 letters that you aforementioned, Ms. Winbush and Mr. Demain, received and filed.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else to consider this morning? Our next regular meeting is set for Tuesday, March the 2nd at 8 a.m.
That's the reorganization?
And that will be the reorganization meeting, yes. Anything for the good of the order, anything from the audience this morning? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second?
Director call the roll?
Mr. Monroe,
Yes?
Mr. Wasco,
Yes.
Mr. Beechers.
Yes.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Chairman.